birthday, but when you die, which I hope will be a long time yet, they'll put on your gravestone, I suppose, this guy sat in a pile of trash and sailed across the Pacific, which I suppose is better than some things, having your gravestone.
Better than he was known for orange juice or something like that. He was known for plastic bottles, the plastiki, which was, as you know well, because we I think had conversations quite early on when I was conceiving of the idea. It was 4 years in the making, and then sort of probably 4 months of sailing, and then it's been another 3 years of kind of, actually I think the most exciting bit of plastiki. I think often people, when they think about the plastiki, they think about it purely just from an adventure standpoint. Where did you start? Where did you end? What food did you eat? How many fish did you see? And we started in, San Francisco. We sailed to Sydney. It was, 6 on the crew, and we didn't see many fish.
And how many plastic bottles?
And it was 12,500 plastic bottles.
12,500 plastic
12,500, which is the equivalent of what goes in the ocean almost every second. There's around 5 million pieces of debris that go into our ocean every day. And sadly, we're seeing a decline in marine mammals, and we're seeing an increase in plastic. The plastiki was really trying to highlight that actually plastic as a material is quite an extraordinary innovation. But the problem is that we don't understand what to do with it when it comes to the end of its life. We don't know how to dispose of it or how to reuse it. We don't know how to actually use it in a smart way. So the plastiki was trying to epitomize the idea that plastic maybe isn't to blame, but it's our inabilities of how we design with the material and how we use it and how we reuse it.
So how does this conference here fit into all that?
Well, I think what it does, what's interesting for me, what attracted me here was actually a gathering of intellect, and over a few days to be able to sit down and discuss ideas in an environment that allowed us not to be rushed, because we live in a world that, we're always on our phones, or we're always asking, questions while we're thinking of something else, or I got to go. And so the idea of actually coming and being slow for a minute and pausing and reflecting and breathing and learning and spending time across different disciplines, but all with the same agenda, that we can use this time to come up with ideas that can either further a common goal of that's derived from the conversations, or can help existing projects that people are running on to come to fruition. So I think the idea around collaboration was one of the big themes, innovation, obviously the oceans is going to be touched upon, which is an area that I'm very passionate about. All of these things coming together for me were fascinating, and I just like coming to, and being involved in the groups where I can learn, because it's like brain food.
So slow life, quick thinking.
Slow life, quickening thinking. Takes a bit of time to gear up, but slow life and quick thinking is hopefully the way to go.